All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a real quick, real brief trade breakdown over the trade I took going into the lunch hour today. As you can see on the chart here, I have NASDAQ on the left and Dow on the right. So we've traded up into a 15-minute fair value gap here on the NASDAQ, running out equal highs. So in the stream this morning, we outlined the clean buy side. That was a focus for us. We talked about the business inside of the daily fair value gap here and why that should act as a catalyst to take us higher. Buy side ran 15-minute fair value gap. We're looking at the low, the midpoint, and the high of that. And take this off for a second. Notice how the bodies are respecting the low of that, and we were unwilling to reach even midpoint. Okay, that's bearish. So if we go back to a 1-minute chart, we have this high, we leave it, come back up, fail to take out this high. So NASDAQ here formed a lower high, while Dow on the right formed a higher high. In an instance, in a scenario where we're already expecting potential lower prices due to the 15-minute fair value gap. Also, what time of day is this occurring? London close macro. Okay, something we talk about in the streams often. That 1050 to 1110 London close macro is classic for retracement. It happens so frequently. Go into your charts, back test the 1050 to 1110 macro, and just watch and observe how often it brings a retracement and a price run in the opposite direction of the morning move. So here's your 1050, 1110 macro. Okay, trading into a 15-minute SIBI after already clearing out equal highs. NASDAQ fails to make a higher high. Dow makes a higher high. NASDAQ's failure to take out this high is indicating weakness. It doesn't even have the strength to take out the high, nor does it have the strength to trade to midpoint of the 15-minute SIBI. So this is our narrative as to why I was looking for shorts, okay, heading into lunch. And we're going to go straight to, brace yourself now, a 5-second chart. All right, you can kind of see some of the business here. A 5-second chart, absolutely. 45-second chart, 30-second chart, 5-second, it doesn't matter. If you have a drawn liquidity and you have narrative, okay, you can trade the seconds time frame, and there's a lot more setups and opportunities to get on board. So we're going to focus on this leg here. Okay, here are some small little scalps. Inversion fair value gap, I'm buying it there, break even, buying here, getting caught offside, getting stopped there. Then once I realize that I'm offside, I'm shorting here and here. So ignore this. This was me getting caught offside with a couple break-even trades and a loss here. We're going to focus on this price move going lower. All right, so after realizing that NASDAQ did not want to go higher, understanding that we're approaching the lunch macro and we have sell side resting underneath this low, and here's our current new day opening gap. All right, we break lower. This is your market structure shift bearish. Now, something I always teach in the Discord, whenever we have two imbalances like this, right, ideally you want to see the upper one here stay open. Okay, treat that as a breakaway gap, and you would want to use this lower one for your entry. And you can see me getting in short there, 15 contracts, micros, because I do want to take partials. All right, we consolidate, but all of this is fine because we're working in a lower fair value gap, showing no interest in wanting to come back here. All right, so I'm short there, and this is a 5-second chart, so my entry is going to be a little not as precise because I'm using market orders. I don't have enough time to do limit orders, so as it's trading into the low end of that, I hit the short button, snaps back down, gives me in a couple ticks short. It's no big deal. It's a 5-second chart. Work lower. We come back up into last 2 consecutive up close candles, bearish order block. And I have outlined here a 15-second SIBI. Okay, I'm not going to zoom out to the 15-second, but for completeness sake and simplicity's sake of the video, okay, that's a 15-second fair value gap, trading up into midpoint there. Now, this is when slippage and the reality of trading come into play. Okay, I want to wait until price is showing a willingness to leave this fair value gap. So as we're hugging midpoint, let me zoom in a little tighter. As we're hugging midpoint of the 15-minute fair value gap, I'm watching this. I love the bodies. I love what we're seeing here. Not really having an interest in wanting to trade higher than this imbalance on a 5-second. All right, so once we start leaving, okay, I want to short, and I wanted to short right at that opening price. As soon as we fail to reach, this is small little details, but it's stuff I look at. As soon as we fail to reach midpoint of that 15-minute fair value gap, and we start crossing the opening price of this up close candle, I want to mark it in going short. Slippage gets me in down here, but it's all good. It's a 5-second chart, so that's, less than 10 handles of slippage. It's all good. My stop loss is still up here. So I'm shorting 15 here, adding 10 here. So I'm short 25 micros. Bearish order block hits that bearish order block coupled with the fair value gap here. Bodies nicely. You can still see the algorithmic precision in the signatures even on a 5-second chart. And as far as targeting goes, all right, I wanted the sell side down here that we highlighted earlier, which is this low. You can see we just fell short of that, but didn't get it. So as far as partials, I'm taking 10 micros off at the high of our current new day opening gap. You can see the exit there. And then I'm taking off another 10 underneath the sell side. And I'm holding for the sell side down here. We do a lot of wicking, and I just didn't trust it. It looked a little suspect, and it's 11:30. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and close right there, the last 5, and then off to the races. And that's it. So hopefully you found this insightful. Don't feel pressure to trade the seconds chart. This is just me doing a trade breakdown. You can do very well on a 1-minute chart, 5-minute chart, hourly chart, 30-minute chart. Doesn't matter. Okay, it's all fractal. But that was it for this morning. So done for the week, done for the month. February was decent, better than January. And I think we can have a really clean March and April now that the daily chart is really getting to move. So that's it. Hope you found this insightful. Discord members, I'll see you all back in the live stream Monday morning at 9:30. Love y'all. Peace.